You guys, hope you're doing good. So in today's video, I want to go over the most recent email that I sent about our Black Friday deal. And today's email, it goes over male pigeons. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So let's get into it. So yesterday I was on a call with, actually Saturday, 2 days ago, I was on a call with one of my growth specialists, since I'm trying to get everyone to be good at writing, marketing assets, aka bangers. I was sharing with him the framework that I use to write sales assets. Unfortunately, I will not be sharing that with you guys today, but maybe in the future I will, right? But instead, I wanted to share with you the conclusion we came to when we were looking for the strongest sales arguments that he could leverage or go back to all the time. When he's writing something that can guarantee his desired outcome of getting people interested in taking action. We realized that the most important lever to pull in business is speed, right? How fast can you get your prospects the thing or the transformation they desire? As a founder, your answer to this question will dictate how successful your business will become, right? The funny thing though is that most founders don't ask themselves these questions. I don't, right? For most founders, at least the people that I speak to, or that I look, whenever I'm just doing research, looking around, observing people, the only thing that I see people are focused on is how can I get more meetings? How can I get more replies? How can I? It's all about how can I? It's all about like their own needs, right? How can I deliver the least amount of value to clients, hire the least amount of people, and be rich with profit margins, right? Today I'd like to let you in on a little secret, right? See, my competition, or really everyone in this online space, is fascinated with profit margins. So much that they even use them in their sales arguments when they're trying to sell new clients in their program or services, right? I see a lot of marketers who are like, I'm running this consulting business, I'm at 80% margins. Or, hey, I'm running this agency and I'm like, 60, 70% margins, right? Like, hey, please come in and buy my service or my program. You'll be able to achieve the same, the same profit margins. Like literally, like profit margins has become something that is used as an attraction, right? Which is pretty, anyway, I'll go over that shortly, right? So while they're scared to lose their 80% margins, right, or maybe half of that, or 1/3 of that, do you know what I'm personally doing? Well, me personally, I'm hiring every superstar I can get my hands on, and paying to access the best systems that exist, right? The first order consequence of hiring people or investing in systems is a reduction of profit margins, right? You may go from 75, 80% margins to going down to like 50%, right? And this is what, most people are scared of, at least the course-bred entrepreneurs. I hope this becomes a word, course-bred entrepreneurs. I feel like all online entrepreneurs are just bred from courses, right? They're scared of losing profit margins, and it keeps them from actually growing an actual company, right? But the second order consequence of hiring is where it's at. And that's why I personally do what I do, right? While everyone is staying lean, keeping their service all to them, keeping all their revenue all to themselves, I'm personally building an army of superstars, working towards building the best service, right? The service that delivers our niche's desired transformation faster than anyone else in the game. Again, I'll repeat this. The service that we deliver, or the service that we're all working to, towards building, is a service that delivers our niche's desired transformation faster than anyone else in the game, right? When you become a client, it takes us 4 weeks to build and deliver a client acquisition infrastructure that would normally require you to go ahead and work with 5 different agencies or consulting companies, right? We will take care of your offer, right? In the first, if you need a new offer, we'll give you a new offer. If you need something improved, we'll do it in the first 24 to 48 hours after signing up. Your team of setters is trained and placed in your company and start prospecting in 7 days or less, right? Maybe the most it will take is 10 days. Your cold email system is built, right? And launched in 2 weeks. Starting to send 50,000 emails per month. If you can't fulfill or have any case studies, we provide you with a list of white label partners, right? If you can't sell to save your life, we review your calls, create new sales scripts for your offer, right? If you can't scale because you lack systems to onboard and fulfill clients, we can build them out for you, right? So it's like, if you were to actually, go into, if you were trying to get like all this support for your company, let's say you're trying to deal with one problem at a time, well, you could find companies out there who are doing just one of these things, right? But the thing is, nobody has enough money or enough time to go ahead and get this cold email bill from this person, these train setters from this other company, my offer may be consulted by Alex Hormozy and stuff like that. I don't have time to go and find white label partners. I don't have time to maybe go look at other case studies. If I want to become better at sales, like that's also a big issue, right? The big obstacles to scaling any company are being able to find product market fit, service market fit if you're service-based businesses. Consistently acquiring attention in sales calls, right? Most people don't understand this, but like to get sales calls, it all comes from attention. So it's like there's no trick to getting attention, to getting meetings. The only way you get meetings is if you get enough attention that it actually ends up leading to sales calls, right? That's a big issue. Closing those sales calls is also the third biggest problem that most people face. And onboarding those clients and keeping the clients happy by delivering results, those are really the main 4 obstacles that could keep you from not making as much money as you want to be making, right? Now, the way that I've built client acquisition.io is that I've built a department that solves for each of these obstacles in the business, right? Because I believe that if I can keep my clients from wasting their valuable time by becoming the company that builds every system and infrastructure needed to achieve their desired transformation, then I will inevitably build one of the most successful companies in this online space. Since just like people don't use humming pigeons, right, or mail pigeons or messenger pigeons to send a message anymore, well, they'll buy from clientacquisition.io because it would be pretty responsible to buy from another person or use any other scaling service, right? Imagine instead of using Instagram, Facebook, or ActiveCampaign, or even YouTube to try to communicate what I'm communicating with you guys right now. Imagine if I try to send a mail pigeon to each person on my list, to each person on my subscriber list on YouTube, to each person on my Instagram. Those would be like 8,000 people, right? It would take me 8,000 pigeons to make this point or to transfer this communication that I'm doing with you guys, right? And like this lesson about speed is about eventually you get to choose who you buy from, because all you really care about is like, hey, who can get me my desired outcome the fastest, right? Clientacquisition.io is the Instagram, is the Messenger, is the WhatsApp, is the iMessage ActiveCampaign of the scaling, of the scaling service business world, right? This little world that we live in, right? All our competitors are mailing pigeons, I guess, and they're selling you more mailing pigeons, right? Either through a course or some service that require you to go buy other services, courses to find the answer and achieve your goal, right? But the point that I wanted to make with, mail pigeons is that, is there a way for you to get what you actually want by buying maybe the cheapest service or or just maybe buying another course and maybe potentially winning? Like, yeah, there are a million ways, right? Like there are so many other services out there that could help you solve one tiny thing about your company or about your obstacles, right? But the thing is, the goal is, and I actually said it here, right? Okay, I'll actually just finish reading, right? So I said that, hey, be smart, book a call with my team, take advantage of the Black Friday deal, pay the 5K invoice, and let's get your business up to speed. The Black Friday thing ends on Wednesday at midnight. And not being smart is trying to figure things out yourself, buying mail pigeon scaling mechanisms and hoping to be wealthy a decade from now, right? All choices are worthy, but one gets you the thing you desire faster, which means that you get to enjoy your desired success sooner and longer, right? This is what it's all about. Who can get you the thing that you want faster, so you can get to enjoy it sooner and longer, right? The reason why people buy from Amazon is not that they can't go and find a shop that sells it. No, it's because Amazon with Amazon Prime can deliver the thing you want in 24 hours, right? The reason why people take Uber is because instead of calling a taxi, finding the number for taxi drivers and calling them is a lot more inefficient than just getting Uber. The reason why I would order from Uber Eats instead of calling a restaurant is because I get the thing faster. Instead of, how can I say it? Instead of buying books on Audible, the reason why, instead of buying books at a library, the reason why we buy it on Audible is because I get the thing faster, right? So it's like, I'm not sure if you guys are noticing this trend, but he or she who creates the mechanisms that delivers the outcome faster wins. Inevitably, guys. Inevitably. Right? And most people will see what I'm doing, or a lot of people will shy away from building an actual company and hiring talent because they're so afraid of losing profit margins, right? But do you know what's funny? By me building the best, mechanism to scaling, agencies and, maybe consulting companies, who do you think people will pick to do business with? Do you think people will pick to do business with the person who has the most profit margins, or the person who has the infrastructure that they need to get the outcome that they want faster, right? At some point, you have to realize that being a marketer is not that important. You generally have to realize that if I don't actually build a company, if I don't actually ask myself this question, which is, how fast can you get your prospects the thing or the transformation they desire? If you never ask yourself this question and all you keep asking yourself is how can I get more meetings? How can I get more replies? How can I get more closed deals, right? Then eventually you're going to become, your messaging is not going to be important anymore, right? Because there will come a time where someone actually spends a year building an amazing company where they don't even need to market anymore. They just show people what they do, and people will be like, oh my God, whoa, I want this, right? Because it's common sense that why would I go and use mailing pigeons to send a message to my brother or to a girl when I could just use Instagram or Messenger to contact them, right? It's that simple. Get your clients results as fast as you can and let that be your argument, right? Let the work be the argument. Let what you've built be the sales angle or the sales argument that gets you the most amount of sales, okay? Does it mean that you can't become good at selling and marketing and that it's not important? No, you still need to be good at those, right? But the biggest lever that I personally have been able to pull to build a company that I've built as fast as I've built it is that I've only focused on hey, what do my clients need, right? I literally looked at everything that they buy, right? People will get into consulting to figure out what is their offer. People will need setters. People will need cold email stuff. People need case studies. People need fulfillment. People need to become better at sales. People need systems, right? And I've been okay, cool. Well, let me just build a department for each single vertical and let me solve it for them, right? Let's just remove the need to have to go buy from a bunch of other companies and let's just solve it with one go, right? That's it. So, stop buying mail pigeons, scaling mechanisms. Just be more efficient. Just do business with. Just buy one thing and make sure that one thing contains every solution that you ever need to, right? That's it. Again, if you want to get access to this Black Friday deal, you can get started with $5,000 and then we'll add payment plans over, we can have over 5 installments. So the goal with this Black Friday deal, again, just to remind you guys, is not to necessarily just I'm not even trying to get people in. I'm just trying to get people who've wanted to be in but who don't necessarily have crazy monthly recurring revenue to make it more affordable for them with installments, so that way they can just get the solution, and then we just scale their MRR, right? But again, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing Monday. Let's go kill it this week. Love y'all. Bye bye.